The truth about unlimited power. Hi guys, I'm Ian McMinn and this is Path to I Am. Let's talk about the true nature of power. So there's a book by the name of Power versus Force that was an interesting read a few years ago that covered this central concept of two of the main sort of phenomena in the universe or reality, etc., which is this idea of power versus force. So power being inherent attractiveness, effortless, truly convincing, truly influential, versus force, which is filled with effort. It's manipulative, it's coercive, and it comes from actually the opposite end of the spectrum, a place of being the opposite of power. So the truth about unlimited power is that, and we can see this in social situations, we can see this in many areas, the most powerful beings or people are those that come from this place of effortless movement. So think of a person with genuine charm and genuine charisma. They can't help but affect the people around them positively without even trying. It's that idea of being cool, right? The cool character in old movies we watch. We get James Bond, like a Daniel Craig James Bond, right? The main character of these hero journey type epics normally has that cool confidence. A lot of the most successful entrepreneurs I know, they actually stumbled into businesses upon request. So we talk about that with Michael Singer, right, in the Surrender Experiment. He actually was invited into the construction world to do renovations himself, to build houses himself, and so on. Not that you need to just stumble your way into things, but the point is that there's this effortlessness, this instantaneous awareness that comes from just knowing that everything's taken care of, like what I talked about yesterday of coming from the heart. That there's just this simplicity that we can have in the present moment where we've gotten fully out of our own way. And we're not really too concerned about it. We're not really too concerned about how we navigate, how we're going to figure out everything. So there's this sort of knowing that there's something greater than us that flows through everything that really takes care of 99.99999% of things. And I'm just kind of coming from my center and I'm taking action on what's calling to me moment to moment. But that's effortless, right? Because what's calling to me next is the thing that, well, I feel is the next thing to do. I'm not following a logical plan always. Actually, really never. I just get to kind of fall into place. Matthew McConaughey talks about this in the book Green Lights, that when he was initially, he'd done like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 6 or something. It's like a terrible movie. And he goes out to LA after, and he'd already done Dazed and Confused. And he meets this agent and he goes, I gotta get a role. And the agent goes, you need to chill out. So he actually sends him to Europe to go ride motorcycles across Europe. He has like a friend with some motorcycles and loans him a bit of money. And so he goes out there like dead broke and motorcycles with a couple friends that actually were in Dazed and Confused. And he just embraced the kind of the fun of everything. And then he came back and was staying with his manager, his new agent, for a couple days. And his agent was kind of secretly watching him and inspecting him. And he said, okay, you're in the perfect place right now. And he said, go in and audition and tell him something like, you want to be a director as well, so that you give even less of a shit, right? Pardon my French. And sure enough, like, that's like, he details in the book, like, and makes it kind of pretty clear, like, that's why he had such instant success after that, was he was taught kind of the true nature of power, which is, and it's something I'm going to be talking about more in depth, but it's this concept of Leela from Hinduism, which is Krishna, who's by many in Hinduism considered to be like the greatest of the deities. Depends on who you ask, but he's considered to be the creator. He said that the highest practice is Leela, which a couple of the translations are fun for fun's sake or play for play's sake. And he's the most powerful entity in existence, right? He's actually considered to be greater than creation, a finger's width wider than all that is how it's described. But it's this idea of fun for fun's sake, plays for play's sake. It's light, it's effortless. Shunryu Suzuki said that enlightenment is similar to regular life, just 2 inches off the ground. So there's this floatiness. And so this is the truth about unlimited power. It's that it's learning the way, it's learning the Tao, it's learning the flow with existence. And when everything you do takes zero energy, well, you can take infinite action and you can have infinitely fulfilling experiences, and you can take infinite meaning from whatever shows up, including the flat tires, including the broken ankles. There could be a positivity through everything, and that's when we get the maximum benefit. And so no matter what happens, we're absorbing all of that growth, all of that expansion. And it's from this place of zero effort, from when it feels like we're not moving, when we're in limbo, or when it feels like we're doing nothing, but everything's changing around us and we're taking all of this action that's calling to us, etc. So anyway, guys, this is the truth about unlimited power. I'm Ian McMinn. This is Path to I Am. As I've talked about, I have a flagship program that's super straightforward, where you get daily access to me, and you can really start forging your path forward. It's the first link in the description, and it's $95 a month. It's really straightforward. And I'm just really excited to get to be working with you guys. There's a few already in the group, and as I said, it's all about exposure. It's all about letting these slow drips into your awareness to really transform things. So I hope you enjoyed it today, and now you know a little bit more about this unlimited power.